What is the true purpose of theatre? To make us feel or to make us think? Tonight, two giants of dramatic theory meet across time. Aristotle, the architect of classical tragedy, and Bertolt Brecht, the revolutionary of modern theatre. Welcome to a debate that has shaped centuries of drama. On one side, Aristotle, who defined tragedy as a structured emotional journey. On the other, Brecht, who rejected emotional immersion in favor of critical awareness. Let the dialogue begin.
The purpose of theatre is clear. It must imitate life, mimesis. Through a well-constructed plot, the audience experiences pity and fear, leading to catharsis, a purging of emotions.
Catharsis? You mean emotional manipulation. You want audiences to cry and then go home unchanged. I want them restless, questioning the world, not escaping it.
You misunderstand. Emotional engagement is not weakness, it is transformation. When audiences identify with the tragic hero, they confront universal truths about fate, morality, and human limitation.
And yet, they accept those limitations. Your theater teaches resignation. Mine teaches resistance.
The audience must lose itself in the story. They must believe in the illusion. Only then can the emotional journey be complete.
No, that illusion is dangerous. I break it deliberately. I remind the audience, this is a play. Actors step out of character. Lights remain visible. Songs interrupt action.
You destroy the very essence of drama.
No, I expose it. I call it the Verfremdungseffekt, the alienation effect. When the audience stops identifying emotionally, they start thinking critically.
But theatre without emotional investment becomes lifeless.
On the contrary, it becomes political.
A play must have unity, a beginning, middle, and end. Every event must follow logically. A tight plot ensures meaning.
Life is not neat. Why should theatre be? I use episodic structure, fragmented scenes, each presenting a social reality. No illusion of inevitability.
Without coherence, there is no tragedy.
Without disruption, there is no change.
An actor must fully embody the character, to live the role so convincingly that the audience forgets the performer.
No, the actor must show the character, not become the character.
There must always be a distance, a reminder that this is a representation. See, the audience observes, analyzes. They do not merely feel, but emotion is the gateway to understanding.
And distance is the gateway to truth.
Theatre reflects universal human experiences. It transcends time and politics.
Nothing transcends politics. Theatre must expose injustice, class struggle, exploitation, power structures.
Art should elevate. Art should provoke. Art should resolve. Art should disturb. If theatre abandons emotional depth, it loses its soul. If theatre ignores reality, it loses its purpose.
So, what should theatre do? Make us cry or make us question? Offer closure or demand change? Perhaps the answer lies not in choosing one, but in understanding both. From Aristotle, we learn the power of story and emotion. From Brecht, we learn the power of awareness and critique. Which side are you on, Aristotle or Brecht? Do you watch theatre to feel or to think? Comment below and join the debate.